This has been a year, I mean, you hear this all the time, a year like no other. COVID-19 did not end substance use disorder. It didn't end mental illness. It certainly didn't end a lack of affordable housing for people. It didn't end incarcerating people. So all of the things that we're here to address, those issues, they continued and in fact, in some cases got worse. In this period of time, since COVID, there have been a dramatic increase in calls to crisis lines across the country, increases in alcohol use, domestic violence, suicide attempts and suicides. In San Francisco, more people have died of a drug overdose than have died of COVID-19.
I've learned that a lot of them, were taught either bullied in school or neglected at home, or there was abuse in the home, and they were told they would never amount to anything, and they grew up believing that. Then the pandemic not letting them socialize, they went right back, slowly sliding right back into that dark little hole of being isolated. We've had clients whose family members passed and they could not go to the funeral. It was their child's birthday party and they hadn't seen their child in like 6-7 months and they couldn't go.
I've observed even the toughest guy shed a tear. It builds up a lot of anger, like to try to be a tough guy. You're no less of a man by expressing the way you feel, and it's okay to show emotions. A lot of men who are clients have grown up without that male figure, or the male figures that they've had in their life may have been abusive to them, or you try to walk alongside with everybody. Eventually, you're trying to help prepare people to be able to walk through the doorway on their own.
Man, our staff were heroes. I mean, they were really heroes. For example, our dental team. And so we needed people to be working in some of our residential facilities that are 24/7. So they're like, we'll go do whatever you need us to do.
In residential, you're kind of in their home. Go in, and it's a very intimate, relationship being, patient and dentist. I'm like right there, right in your face. I get it. Almost everyone I meet is like terrified of the dentist. But now that they know, like not only me, but the other dental staff who are also redeployed, I think relieved a lot of that anxiety. A lot of people just want to be seen, just want to be heard. And then, so a lot of times our appointments turn into therapy sessions.
A little engine that we are, we're in competition for PPE in the same way with big hospital systems or public health systems. We had an amazing amount of donations of hand-sewn masks. The opera, San Francisco Opera, their costumers made these amazing masks. They're really good at sewing.
We got new filters in. We got a new HVAC system to kind of filter out all the aerosols that we generate.
We've created quarantine protocols for clients and testing protocols.
And they need to understand we're not being mean to them, telling them that they need to wear their masks, that they need to be 6 feet apart. We haven't had a family house meeting since the pandemic started. I've been in recovery 19 years, and I let them know that. It took a lot of healing. It took a lot of work. I can tell you that recovery and sobriety is trauma, because everything that you've been hiding and running from is now what you have to deal with.
My best friend getting shot and killed. That was 2005. It just was, to me, it was more than what I felt I could take at that point. I used every excuse in the book to get high, so what's more important? Being selfish and continue doing what you're doing, or being able to give your children that honest childhood? And I chose to want to be around for them, so it was the best decision I felt that I made. And then being able to get an opportunity to work for this place, to give back. Yeah, I'm forever grateful for that.
They're looking for acceptance and forgiveness, really. I'm coming from a place, Instead of complaining about the change that needs to be the change. Help be the change. Because that's the only way change can happen. You can't just leave it for the next person. You have to help be a part of that. So there's always hope, always.